What? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Houston Street Monsters, back at it again. So guys, we're over the winter freeze. Everything's back and running over here in Houston, Texas. And today we're actually headed out to Texas Speed, and we're going to be picking up 4 built short blocks from them. These short blocks are going to be the ones we're going to be using for the giveaway builds. All of these are 1500 horsepower short blocks. It's a little bit of overkill, but it's the HSM way. So like I said before, all my giveaways are going to be making 1000 horsepower to the wheels, and I want to make sure that the engine is capable of handling that with no problems. I've been using Texas Speed for about 12 years already, back whenever I was running LS stuff, and then when the LTs came out, the C7s, all that stuff, always had good customer service, and most of the time they're going to keep those things in stock. So they're a pretty big operation. They keep a lot of things in stock, which makes it easier, and they're local to me. I mean, 3 hours away, but they're local enough so if I really need a motor real quick, I can drive out there and pick it up and get back to working. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. We're gonna fuel up, because you know it ain't a road trip if you don't stop at Buc-ee's. So get some snacks and hit the road. Let's go. We got some cool merch, some shirts for the guys, hoodies, some banners, hats. I'm gonna hang up new banners. I got old banners from like 10 years ago. Get them replaced with some new stuff. Well, we are loaded up. We got all 4 engines. I've never bought 4 engines at the same time. I mean, I've always bought engines for my build and all that stuff, but not 4 at once. But that's what I'm gonna try to do with like my race program, you know, and the whole HSM giveaway builds and all that. I'm gonna try to keep engines, fuel systems, all the parts for the builds in stock in my shop, so that everything can flow smoothly, you know, be able to put these builds together and not be stuck waiting on something. It happens regardless, but I'm gonna try to make sure it doesn't happen that often, and this is why I'm doing that. I'm buying 4 engines at the same time. We got what we needed and we're headed back home. Let's go. What's up, guys? So it's the next day. Yesterday, as you guys saw, we went to Texas Speed, picked up 4 built motors from them, all 1500 horsepower motors that I'm going to be using for the HSM giveaway builds. The next giveaway that's coming up, hopefully launching it mid-February, also has a 1500 horsepower built motor in it. So that's going to be the HSM standard right there. Like I said, every build is going to make 1000 to the wheels, and I'm going to show it to you guys, put it on the dyno, and they're going to have a 1500 horsepower rated built motor in them. So a little bit of overkill, but that's just what I want, you know. That's how I would do it, so that's how I'm going to do it on the giveaways. So today is also not just a cold day, but it's a bit of a bittersweet day, because the new owner of the Lambo is on his way to pick it up. So it's heading home to its new owner. I'm gonna drive it for the last time, go out there with him to make a little hit, show him how everything works, give him the rundown. But that's it. This is gonna be the last day I have it here. I think it went to the right person. I couldn't think of somebody better to, you know, have it. I can't say his name, but he's a local. It's staying here in Texas. This guy races with us in the no prep scene, and yeah, he's coming to come get his car. You know, badass, beautiful built Lambo, dialed in by me. I don't know if he wants to disclose any draggy times, and if he tells me it's fine, then I'll show some. But if not, I'll respect that. He's the owner of the car. Everybody knows it's just a badass build anyways. T1 built it, and when I got it, I just did my touches to it and dialed it in the streets. Just how I do things. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. He's gonna come pick up the Lambo, and after he picks up that, we're gonna go check up on the tire shop progress that I'm building in Crosby. And then I'm also going to show you guys a little sneak peek of the HSM headquarters that I purchased, that I have big plans for. So we'll see what happens. Let's go. Well guys, that's it. Reality just hit. It's gone. It was already not mine since last week. I had already gotten paid for it, but it was sitting here in my shop. So it didn't really hit me until now. It's off to its new home. What? Alright guys, so we just gave the Lambo the farewell, and I'm actually running late. I had a meeting here with the contractor that's working on the Crosby project here for the tire shop. Just an hour late, but you know, we had to deal with race car stuff and priorities. But we're here. We're gonna see the progress. The last time we were here, it was just dirt prep for concrete, and now they're standing up the building and all that stuff. So we're gonna meet up with the contractor, see what the progress looks like. Then we're gonna go over there to the HSM headquarters, another property to build the HSM headquarters, with the plans of building like a 15,000 square foot building. So maybe like 100 by 150 feet. All these are just plans. They're, you know, things I want to do, things I'm working on. I'm drawing up the drawings and plans for that already, just to have them ready, get permits and all that stuff. And maybe in about a year, I plan on extending the building and having the HSM headquarters, so I can have a storefront and you guys can pull up, buy merch, check out my cars, all that good stuff. I got a lot of stuff planned, but that's what we got going on right now. We're gonna meet up with the contractor here at the tire shop project, and then we're gonna go check out the HSM headquarters property. So let's see what happens. Hey guys, this location here is in Crosby, kind of Crosby, Highlands, Barrett Station area. Highway 90 is right there, one light down. We're right here in the intersection of 1942 and what's it called? Gulf Pump Road. This is a busy intersection. We're right next to the Shell gas station, across the street from the Valero. I've been having this property for about, I don't know, 10 years. I own that property there where the Shell's gas station is. They made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I sold them that property, stayed with this one, and now we're doing the tire shop here. This shop is not going to be for performance. It's going to be to service the locals, used tires, new tires, fixed flats, alignments. We're going to do car alignments. You can bring in your vehicles to do alignment, general mechanic, oil changes, stuff like that, you know, just for the locals. And we're right off of 90 right there, Highway 90 and 1942. So let's go check out the progress. Meet up. So they're making me have a retention pond. Every time you do construction on something, if you're doing concrete and this and that, they ask for a retention pond. Well, we're doing it underground. So we're doing an underground retention just since the property is so small. I don't want to waste land. So we're doing the retention underground. So we got a storm water drainage right now. And as you can see, they got the building up. Last time we were here, they had it prepped for concrete. So let's go check it out. Guys, this thing is coming along quick. Just 2 weeks ago or whatever, they were getting ready to pour the concrete. Now they got the building up, insulated. They're gonna start extending the office, all that good stuff. Man, it's coming along. And after we do all that, the stormwater connections and everything, then we throw the concrete here. Concrete or asphalt, I'm not sure. I think it was concrete. I know it's cheaper to go asphalt, but I think I ended up going with concrete too. But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. And maybe another 6 months and we'll be open for business. Like I said, to serve all the locals here in Crosby, Barrett Station. We're right down the exit on 90. It's one light down. Busy intersection. So you guys live around here or around the area and y'all need anything with tires for your daily drivers and stuff like that, and alignments, oil changes, you know, nothing performance. So it's not going to be me here. It's just going to be my guy running it and all that. But we're going to give fair pricing, all that stuff. And maybe I'll do something like if you're a follower or something like that. When you come in here, show the guy that I have here in charge that you're a follower or you're subscribed to the YouTube or something. Maybe do some kind of discount. I don't know, 10% discount or whatever you get done. Oil changes, tires, whatever. We'll see. But that's down the road once we're in business. But that's the update right now. And we'll check up again in a month, see how far they've gotten. So now we're done with this meeting. And we're going to head over to the future HSM headquarters. We'll check it out, show you guys the property, and kind of explain to y'all what I want to do there eventually. So let's get on the road. All right, guys, we're pulling up to the HSM headquarters. We'll check it out real quick, show you guys the property. Right here, we're gonna stay parked here. Let's go check it out. Kind of tell you guys what I got planned. So as soon as we get here, you can see this barrier gates I put on here. When I bought the property, it didn't have nothing here, so people would use the parking lot, probably sleep in their cars here. So anyways, I had to put these barrier gates to keep them from going into the parking lot. Not that I had anything there, but I just didn't want, you know, people doing anything on my property. So walk over here. Sorry guys, it's a bit windy out here, so I don't know how it sounds, but over here we got the HSM headquarters sign. When I bought the property, real quick, I went to the place that I use for signs. I told them, hey, can you make me a sign real quick? I'm trying to put it up, da-da-da. So we came up with that, something quick, you know. The reason I did that was because I didn't plan on doing anything here within a year or so or whatever, but I wanted to go ahead and put that sign there so that every time I drive by and I see it, it puts more pressure on me. It motivates me to get everything going, work harder to speed up everything as far as the plans I have for the headquarters here. So you look back there, that gate was already there. There just wasn't no gates from the street to the parking lot, but that gate was already there. It just didn't have like it was just like missing parts. So I repaired the gate. I went ahead and installed lights, cameras, all that stuff. So I do got security cameras. I do have electricity over here, and it goes all the way back there. This front part is, I don't know how many, maybe about, I don't know, like 500 feet wide frontage road, and it goes straight back and it opens up to 14 acres. So it's safe to say we have a lot of room to do some hood rat shit. So like I said, up here, if you come over here, I'll show you real quick. So up here, I'm gonna repair all this. I'm gonna do a new parking lot. It's gonna be nice and pretty, mark the spots for the parking spaces and all that stuff. This is gonna remain a parking lot because from where the gate is at and back is where the building is gonna be. It's gonna be the storefront. So it's gonna be 100 feet wide by 150 feet long, and it's gonna have the storefront. So when you come here, you park, go in there, it's gonna have a storefront. I'm gonna keep all the merch there, you know, have stuff on shelves, hanging on all that stuff, so you guys can walk in there in the storefront and come pick up merch if you want to, instead of ordering online. If you're a local, you can pull it up, visit the storefront, and then you can walk to the back. And I'm gonna try to keep my race cars, if they're nice and clean and not broken, I'm gonna park them here, so whenever any one of you guys comes to the storefront to buy merch, you can walk to the back, take a tour, and check out the cars. You know, the cars that will be coming out in the channel, you know, that I'm gonna be racing. I'm gonna try to have them here parked whenever we're not out racing, you know. And that's gonna be the storefront. Then you open the door to go back to the shop, which is where I'm gonna move everything that involves the merch, from the shirt printing machines, stocking inventory of blank shirts and blank hoodies, to the printed stuff, all that stuff. Everything from inventory that's already printed and ready to go. We're gonna have the printing department, we're gonna have the shipping department, we're gonna have racks that go up with all the blank inventory, blank shirts, blank hoodies, everything that I'm printing on or selling. And then I'm gonna have another section for the stuff that's already ready to go, the printed stuff, printed shirts, the printed hoodies, hats, accessories, all that stuff. So it's gonna be pretty big, 15,000 square feet. I mean, it should be nice. Like I said, enough room to have a storefront, then have a space where I'm gonna park all my race cars, to have them there in an exhibition for you guys to check them out. And yeah, I mean, that's it. And then in the back, after the shop, we're gonna have more parking space. And then towards the back to the 14 acres, eventually, if I do, you know, get-togethers here, if I do meets, you know, we might eventually start throwing some HSM meets, food, drinks, all that stuff. And I might, you know, a lot of you guys like doing some burnouts, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with some burnouts, you know, but we might have a designated burnout pit too. I mean, put those 14 acres to use, you know. So we'll have the parking lot here, we'll have the headquarters, storefront, the merch department, shipping department, my race cars parked there in exhibition, and then in the back we'll open up and make like a badass burnout pit for you guys to go all out, go crazy back there, and nothing to worry about, you know. I don't want nobody doing burnouts in my parking lot or in the streets, leaving or nothing like that. There's so much room for activities. So those are the plans. Like I said, hopefully, maybe, you know, I'm already working on the layout, the plans, all that stuff. Maybe a year from now, maybe sooner, I don't know. But I already bought the property. We already have pretty much 16 acres total, including these 2 front acres and 14 in the back, available to do whatever I want to do. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be badass for you guys to be able to come to the storefront, purchase merch, check out the race cars, you know, and if I'm here, you know, we can say what's up, all that good stuff, take selfies, check in. It's going to be badass, you know. So a lot of stuff coming, guys, little by little, everything at its time, you know, everything in its moment. Right now we're using the shop I have right there in my house to print shirts and work on my cars and all that. But once we need it and we're ready, we build this building, move in over here. This will be the future HSM headquarters and all the stuff I just mentioned, you know. It's gonna be badass, you know. God willing, everything goes good. You guys show support on the giveaways and we make it a big thing, you know, grow, reach more people all across the world and all that stuff. You guys visit. If you guys are here in Texas, stop by the headquarters, check in, get your merch, check out the race cars, get a little tour, you know what I mean? You won't feel like doing a burnout. I'm gonna have a burnout pit back there. Like I said, we can do events, we can do little meets, you know, offer food and drinks and all that good stuff, you know. I've been having all this stuff in my head for years. I'm just barely starting to execute a bunch of stuff. Just been working, man, all these years. This past 15, 20 years, I've been working, trying to get financially ready to do all this stuff. I'm where I want to be right now to start investing in stuff, you know. That's why I got where we just came from, Crosby, the tire shop. I'm finally doing that. I've been wanting to do that for years. I got something else in the works also that I'll mention later on, another investment business idea. But as far as the HSM stuff, this is what I got planned as well. And hopefully, you know, we can make it come true, you know. First, it's all goals, plans, dreams, and then we make them reality, you know. So it is what it is, hard work and dedication, and that's it, you know. Just do whatever we can get done as we can. With God's blessings and hard work and dedication, you turn those dreams into reality, guys. So, you know, like I said, never give up, chase your dreams, and work hard for them. That's all I gotta say. But that's gonna be it for this vlog, guys. I just kind of wanted to show you what I kind of got going on, you know, as far as my business stuff and the HSM racing stuff and all that good stuff. And you guys saw the Lambo went to the new owner already. Oh, and you guys saw we went to Texas Speed, which, you know, got our motors from over there. Like I said, this is just the beginning, guys, and I want to be a little bit more transparent with you guys. Little by little, I'll be breaking in, getting used to it, showing you guys more. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let's go.